First carry now. This is Hill. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And now the offense for Detroit.
One way I really judge a player's value is when opponents know what your strengths are, yet they still can't take that away. That tells me you're a heck of a player. And for Theo Riddick, everyone knows about his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield, yet he's still the primary target for Matthew Stafford on just about any passing situation.
Again, it's Hill. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. The starting 11 defensively for the Bears.
Prince Amukamara was signed as a free agent from Jacksonville because of what Chicago has to deal with in their own division. When you think of the NFC North, you think of Green Bay and Detroit and their ability to throw the ball all over the field with big, fast, shifty receivers, and you can never have enough guys to try and cover them.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Stafford. And he connects with Ebron. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Fresh set of downs here. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. The numbers for Hill a week ago. 17 carries, 84 yards.
And even though it's a short week, running backs love when they're in a groove, and that's exactly where he is right now. He's hoping to feast a little bit more here on Thanksgiving. But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Out of the gun, Stafford. To the right and complete to Galladay. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
I have no crystal ball up here. I can't truly see into the future. But if they don't start getting some pressure on him, make him move around a little bit and do something with the receivers to, change up their timing, they're going to get shredded as we've seen so far. Right now, they're off to a blazing start.
Yeah, and you are right. He looks way too comfortable back there in the pocket.
Yeah, there shouldn't be a pillow back there for him, all right? As a defensive guy, they've got to dump him on his backside a few times, shake things up.
Yeah, they're going to need an in-drive adjustment here on this first series. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
red zone opportunity. On second down, Hill. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which have to keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
To throw on second down is Stafford. And Ebron's got it. Touchdown, Lions. Eric Ebron, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Again, it's Cohen. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Charles Johnson's stock in trade is coming off the edge and getting to the quarterback. He knows how to make some of those subtle moves inside to help in the run game, and he did it right there.
He's an athlete back in high school, played football, basketball, track, so he's a mobile guy.
Mobile guy, made a nice play against the run.
Here we go now.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Cohen. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They snap it at 1. Now it's Trubisky. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Lions will take over. Getting set to go again, Matthew Stafford trots back onto the field. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
They run it again with Hill. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Hill. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for Detroit. 42 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
On 1st down, Hill. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They come up in an offset eye. And the D looking like they may blitz. Second and goal. Defense digging in again here. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now he'll let it go deep right side. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They go play action. Trubisky. It's brought in by Kevin White. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Larry Ridley is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. On 1st down, Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time. And it's 2nd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
Hurry up, here we go. Over.
2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. That's caught by Meredith right side. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
3-19. Watching that Barney. Here we go now. Blue 90.
Play action. Now Trubisky. On the crossing route, that's caught. Julian Edelman. And he's going to be marked down deep in Detroit territory. And give him a gain of 37. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who can make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
Now let's go.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Hurry up, here we go. Boom, landing. Boom, landing.
They try again with Cohen. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. As they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And back at the 8 now, 3rd and goal.
All right, here we go. Boom, landing.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Hard throw, incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here. That looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So a field goal here. They're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
And hello, I guess Larry's halftime show was buttoned through. And we are moving on and ready to go for the 3rd quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ziggy Ansah in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. They're back now to the original line of scrimmage thanks to that 8-yard gain. 3rd down now to follow.
And that was a good run, and it should get the attention of the defense, but they can't just dwell on it. They've been playing so well this entire game. Maybe you just look at it and say, okay, congratulations, you got one on us, and just not let it turn into more.
Trubisky will throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall at the 36. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now Stafford. Looking downfield for Jones. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. Slant route caught by Edelman. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Here we go. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Ezekiel Ansah in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year.
Here we go now. Green 30.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
All right, here we go.
They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. He hits White, complete. 20 yards on the pickup there. And that leads to a Chicago 1st down.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd.
Yeah.
after that one.
Here in the third quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a fourth down play.
This will be caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Trubisky to throw again. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Second and goal. It's still a decent chunk of yardage here. They're on the 8. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bears have cut it to within a score.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They go play action here on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Here's Stafford. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
On second down, here's Stafford. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the... And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Time for a break. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. We're back to see what happens after this. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Looking to throw Trubisky on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. They'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. To throw. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. A good pickup there of 20 yards. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
He's back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cohen. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Yannick Ngakoue in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. He'll look to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there. And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off. And he fires one, but incomplete. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off. They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
Hurry up, here we go. Boom, that's in there, Barney.
Here we go. It's Trubisky on 4th down. Steps away to his left. He's going to let it fly. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep. They'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Stafford down to a knee, and with it, he's going to ensure his guys a victory. Here's Sam Martin now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're